against former President Trump, and they lied to the American people about what they knew and when they knew it. Here with this big breaking news, he's the editor-in-chief at justthenews.com. John Solomon is with us, investigative reporter. This is a big story because they knew. They told us they didn't know anything, but the Biden White House knew.
Yeah, not only did they know, they were pushing the investigation. They gave the permission to the National Archives to send the original boxes of documents that Donald Trump had sent back to the archives to the FBI. That launches the criminal investigation. They then give the archives the permission, Joe Biden's blessing, to waive the president's best legal defense by saying he can't claim executive privileges over this. The current president will not allow it to happen. All that occurs long before a grand jury drops a subpoena on President Trump's lawyers in May and June, and long before the raid. The Biden White House is at the ignition point of this investigation, and it's ironic because if you remember back in 2019 and 2020, it was the Biden Democrats that were complaining about efforts to start an investigation of Hunter Biden. Now they're caught doing the same thing, trying to push an investigation of their political rival, the opposition leader of the party, likely to face him in 2024.
All right, so you have...
Yeah, this is a letter from the acting National Archivist of America to President Trump's lawyer on around May 10th, and in it lays out the entire role of the Biden White House. The general counsel's office was involved. It authorized the release of documents to the FBI. That's what starts the criminal probe. It then authorizes telling the Trump attorneys they will not be able to use executive privilege, and also telling the FBI, you can take these records without an executive privilege fight, go use them. So they not only start the ignition point, they facilitate it by taking away one of the president's potential defenses. Alan Dershowitz, other lawyers I talked to tonight, deeply concerned by the Biden White House's involvement in this. They didn't have to be involved. The FBI could have gone to court, tried to compel this stuff. Instead, the FBI takes a shortcut, goes to the guy who might have to run against Donald Trump in 2024 and gets the records through the back door.
You know, I saw our colleague Greg Jarrett's column. They actually used Garland's words against him, that it's standard practice to use less intrusive means. And they also want to know in this filing today, did the FBI lie to the magistrate? Did they omit exculpatory information? There's got to be at least 30 questions just based on those two observations in this filing today as well, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt. Listen, there's so much we don't know. It's like March or April of 2017, Sean, when you and I were working on the Russia collusion story. We're going to learn a lot of facts, but tonight we have a new fact and evidence. The Biden White House can no longer claim it wasn't involved in the starting of this criminal investigation or its facilitation. In fact, long before the raid, we're talking about April and May. That's now a fact that's no longer in doubt.
All right, John Solomon, great work.